Hello everybody, I'm Garrulous64, and welcome to Spyro, Ripto's Rage. Now, a while back I made a video saying I was going to play Shovel Knight and Crash Bandicoot next, but a lot of stuff happened in between then and now, like the release of the Insane Trilogy, and now I don't want to play Crash 1 because I don't like it. Unless we're talking about the Insane version, which is actually pretty good. And, so I decided, hey, why not play Crash's, like, almost kind of sister series, Spyro, but then I thought, wait a minute, I'm not really a huge fan of Spyro 1 either. And normally I wouldn't do this, but Spyro 2 is a game that I had when I was very small, and I wanted to play it along with its sequel Spyro 3 because they're two of my favorite games. 2 a little bit less than 3, but you know, maybe if I play this now, we'll see it. Maybe it is more of my favorite than 3. Excuse me, and let's go. Now, I don't like Spyro 1 probably because I didn't have it when I was young, so it's probably part of it, but anyway, let's watch this. Beautiful PS1 cinematic. And of course, the sheep are terrified because they know the end times are upon them when Spyro shows up.
Is this rain ever gonna stop?
My mistake, not Spyro, it's Tom Kenny.
We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm, somewhere sunny.
Yeah! Let's go on vacation!
Dragon Shores. Yeah! I
Yeah!
haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Last one there's a narc! Oh, jeez! Now, I have played Spyro 1, that's why I said I'm not a huge fan, but, you know, I feel like this game controls better and is just better in general. My opinion, of course. Don't kill me, please. Oh, there's Tom Kenny again. This is just like Samurai Jack. Tom Kenny is everywhere.
Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto angrier.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, teeth like this, and they spit fire like this. Pooh, pooh.
I guess it makes sense that Hunter would be jealous of Spyro's teeth, because his teeth are literal 2D textures.
A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working.
You guys blink once in a while, your eyes just kind of grow and shrink every so often, and it's kind of unnerving.
Whoa, rough landing.
I don't know if I'll count that as a blink.
Beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
I love that the professor just did like a couple 360s there. And he landed back at his feet. He's the true hero of this adventure.
Trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons!
Bro, you can't say that.
Ow! Kill it! Kill it!
With some incredibly competent minions here.
You imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Will you? Will you deal with me later? We'll see.
Who's that jerk?
If this was Enter the Dragonfly, I would have beat you by now.
Have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey,
Where?
wait a minute.
Who? Wait, where am I? I've been whisked away to another dimension and you're just telling me to... You've kidnapped me. You've kidnapped the small baby dragon. Alright, so here we are. This is Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. Or in other regions, Gateway to Glimmer, which... I kind of like that name a lot, but the fact that only this stage is called Glimmer, I think, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Maybe if the whole world was called Glimmer.
Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
I am an excellent expert at killing lizards. Alright, but anyway, you might see a little bit of text box glitching, but that is emulation at its finest. Why am I going back here? No, don't do that. And, you know, not much else to say about that. The game runs pretty well, and I just really don't want to hook up my capture card because it is a bitch to set up. Sometimes. But, rest assured, I would've if I was less lazy, but, you know, what are you gonna do? I just wanted to play Spyro, because Spyro is a great game, and I love it. Like, even though I say I'm not a huge fan of the first game, it doesn't mean I, like, completely dislike it or anything. It's just, like I was saying a minute ago, the control in this game in 3 feels a lot better. Like, it feels a little bit more slippery in 1. The worlds feel more empty to me in 1, as opposed to 2 and 3. 1 gives me a bit of gas when I talk about it, so I don't really like to get into it very often. But that's pretty much it. I don't know. I might play 1 eventually, but I was playing through it a while back, and like, the worst thing imaginable happened when I was kind of making it through. I was in, I think, the second to last homeworld, and I was finishing one of the levels up, and I had to exit, shut the game down for a bit. And when I did that, apparently the game, I don't know what really happened, but my save data got borked somehow, and like it set me back a couple levels, and I didn't have it in me to do them again, which is sad, of course, because I didn't finish the game, and you know, I'm wasting more money and all that, but it's still, it was fine the way it was going, but now I have a sour taste in my mouth about it because of that incident, which is a stupid reason to dislike something, but it kind of just, like I said, left a bad taste in my mouth after, so I'm kind of just pleased at that. Kind of just, ready to play Spyro 2 instead. A quick, dumb fun fact of Spyro 2 that I think everybody knows at this point, thanks to, like, most likely,
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of the Lord.
what's it called, Did You Know Gaming? This game's called Ripto's Rage because in the Japanese version of Spyro, Spyro is written out, it looks like Ripto if you were to say it in English or whatever, so they just named their bad guy Ripto in this game, which I think is a cool thing. I mean, it's just a neat little, hey, look at what we did because we saw something that was a little weird. And now we have an iconic bad guy that was good in one whole game. Even though they bring him back a couple times, and he's just not good in the other games he's in, because the other games he's in are Enter the Dragonfly, which, like I said, can be beaten in about 5 minutes, and the other one was the Crash Bandicoot crossover game, which was a minigame collection, which means there was no reason for it to exist. It was very unfortunate, because when I was a little kid, I did like it, but even then, I kind of was questioning, why isn't this on my PlayStation, or why isn't this on the GameCube, Xbox, PS2, whoa, or anything like that. And, of course, I did have difficulty with some of the minigames, because it was either like, oh yeah, mash A, or oh yeah, jump over these incredibly precise, pixel-perfect jumps so you don't hit nitro crates and die a horrible, painful death. Like, I mean, you're prone to doing Crash Bandicoot, but still, it's a bit unfortunate that had to happen, but these days, we have the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and that gives me so much hope for something like a Spyro Remastered Trilogy, and then maybe eventually new Spyro and Crash games, and maybe a real crossover game.
Looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
So here lies one of my problems I have with this game, and just the series in general, except 1, because you don't learn new abilities, I don't think. In this game and 3, you need to learn new things before you can complete stages, so even the first stage you can't 100% complete until you come back later.
To open the bridge, it will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
Yes. Everyone's favorite character.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free.
Oh, how generous, thank you. I'm surprised you don't charge me 100 gems every time I take a step on the bridge. Okay, you're gonna tell me about the camera, right?
To get a good look around.
Yeah, okay, I don't need your help with the camera. But yeah, there are a bunch of things we can't do yet in this level, like climb that little ladder. And they even have something later in the level that makes it seem like you might be able to use it to get up there early by cheating. But, there is, this thing that it just times out the new ability, the ability you have for those few minutes, and it makes it so you can't get up there before it runs out. There's probably a way to glitch up there, but I'm not really good enough to do that, nor do I have the time or patience to figure out how to do that. Now, here we are. This is the end of the level already. Hello, mouse.
Spyro, thanks for helping us
Twitchy
fight
the
off
gem
the
cutter.
lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
I didn't really do much. I just kind of walked forward for a couple minutes. But there lies...
This magic
Hold on.
portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Think. Okay, so that's one of the main collectibles of the game, the talismans. Each level has one. Think, and after you collect them all, you will also be collecting side collectibles called orbs. And I suppose you've been seeing me pick up all the gems. Those are also a big collectible of the game, where there are like 1,000 million in each level, and collecting them all gets you satisfaction and special endgame stuff. But that's pretty much it. They don't get you anything in the long run, but you do have to collect a certain amount to get through the stages, because sometimes Moneybags is there and he'll prohibit you from entering a certain area of the stage until you pay him. Or, you know, in the homeworlds, you get to learn new abilities from Moneybags. And that helps you come back later, like I was saying. Like, we won't be able to come back here and finish it 100% until we get to the second homeworld, I believe. I think that's when you learn how to climb. But, again, this game is really fun. I really like collectathon platformers, and honestly, I can't get enough of them. Mario 64 is one of my favorite games of all time. I love the Spyro series. I cannot get enough of it. I wish Spyro hadn't been turned into a disgusting gremlin in Skylanders and instead had maybe continued down this road. But, you know, you win some, you lose some, I suppose. But here we go. This is the first example of a little, like, side mission we have in the game.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems.
Bouncer the gem cutter.
I'm hitting them
Who
with
named
rocks,
these
but they're too fast for me.
gerbils?
You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask.
Okay. So, in this game, the little missions, they give you little, like, oh, this is how hard this is gonna be. This is how much you're gonna want to tear your hair out when you're playing this. So, this mission's pretty self-explanatory.
Nice shooting. Follow.
So you shoot the lizard, and then you follow him to the next lizard site. He will wait for you, which is nice, and, you know, why not? Let's just go for it. Now, here's a little whirlwind, and we're a lot faster than him, but that doesn't really matter. Yep. Let's spit at more lizards. Strange rocks that you're pulling out of somewhere that I hope isn't your butt. Because putting that in my mouth, gross. Okay. Can I get up there? Not, well, I might have been able to do that if I timed that better, but... Hello. Yep, more lizards, I know. You already told me how to do this. Yep, let's get to... I love how Spyro's cheeks poof out like that when he's got something in his mouth. It's so cute. Oh, you. Oh, you. Why must you move? I know you were trying to remain alive, but please... I'm gonna wait for you to move, and then I'm gonna snipe you. Snipe you, my little friend. There we go. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this series, to be honest, because these levels, you know, this... I might be able to do a lot in this first 20-minute or so episode. Warning, high encoding. What does that mean? I do not know. It's gone now. OBS was giving me things. But anyway... I don't know how long I'm going to make these episodes. I was thinking around 20-25 minutes, but then I was kind of... I'm thinking, I'm going to have to... This is going to be a very long series if that's the case, because these levels can take a very, very long time to complete. And honestly, I'm not even going to be able to complete this level on this journey here we have. Lizard KO. Number 4 complete. But yeah, I'm gonna shoot for maybe 20-25 minutes. I think 25 is more likely, but I don't want to do too much more than that. If I do end up going more than that, I might just have to split them in half, so that's not the end of the world. But like I said, we can't complete this level yet, so while we're here, I'm gonna do everything I possibly can. Come on. Yeah. And that includes the genocide of the lizard race. Yeah, don't ever turn your back on a dragon, friend. It's not gonna end well with you. Look how angry Spyro looks because you were shaking your little tail ass at him. Alright, up there now. See, that place did have a purpose. And if I'm missing gems and you see them on the screen and I'm not getting them, honestly, that would drive me crazy too, but to be honest, I don't expect to get everything right now, because in these games, I usually miss things and have to come back later anyway, and, I mean, like I said, I have to come back later anyway.
Hey, you saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here,
The crop?
take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
Do you eat the gems? Dost thou consume fine jewels? Okay, well there's our other collectible. That was our first orb. I don't need your rocks, sir. But, well, I guess Spyro wanted to pick it up. But anyway, the orbs are the secondary collectible, and there are a lot of them. Think of them as the clear gems in Crash Bandicoot, except they're not as horrible to get. Now, I'm pretty sure I can glitch up there if I make it on top of this gem and do like a really precise jump glide thing, but I don't really want to break the game right now, and I don't have any confidence in myself that I would actually be able to do it. So we're just gonna keep going, and we're gonna take care of the other challenge that's above us. Yes, it is right above me. It's hovering in place. And speaking of hovering, that is actually a pretty decent segue to where we're going next. Did I already go in this cave? Yes, anything with a lizard I've already done, so we're good. You know what? Before I do that, though, I'm going to collect a couple more gems that are in my path, because I want to make sure I can get this other thing rather easily. So in this game, you can fall down and have to redo things. In this game, you can hit the A button to jump, and then hit it again in midair to glide. And if you hit triangle... Yeah, A and triangle are both on my controller. If you hit the X button, there you go, and then the X button again in midair, and then triangle, when you get to the end of your thing, you can do a little hover, and it gets you some mad distance, and your little dragon wings will take you as far as you possibly can go, which is good because you're going to need to make some jumps like that sometimes, and you might get the feeling sometimes that you're not able to make these kind of jumps, but it's just kind of, it's a very precise science. Like, especially if it's your first time playing this game, it's going to be a little bit weird, but you will get used to it because you're going to have to do it a bit. And there will be a little tutorial in a bit for that, so I'm not too worried about you, because I think you're all pretty smart, intelligent people. Also, thank you for 440 subscribers at the time of this video's recording. That is awesome. I was gonna do something for 400, and then I was gonna do something for 420, but I was in the hospital for 3+ weeks. So I could not do anything, and now I'm struggling to record things because my computer charger just decided to stop working, so I needed to order a new one and borrow my brother's while he is not in the house. So cool, right?
The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
Yay! Now this says 1 star, but I always remember having difficulty with this when I was little, so we will see. I think it's just because it's slightly awkward. Now, there's 6 of these lights. I might have missed one? No, I'm good. Okay. 6. There we go. Yes, light up the night. Oh, I remember why I can't do the other one now. You're welcome, Gem. Orb, please. I've got Crash Bandicoot on the brain because I've been watching Oni play all of them, and I've been playing Crash Bandicoot myself because it's so good! Oh gosh, that's another game I had when I was little, but I didn't love it because it was so difficult. I had Crash 2, and then I played Crash 3, like when I would go to Kids Adventure Cuts. That's pretty much it. I didn't have it. I never thought to ask for it because I didn't realize I could... I don't know, whenever it came to Christmas time, I never realized I could do that and ask for the game. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to make it up here, actually. That's, it might have been a glitchity glitch on my part. So how many gems are left in this? There are 26 gems left, and I don't know where they are. Welcome to Spyro. I wonder, I bet I get gems for doing this, maybe? No, there's gems up there, and is there another guy up there? Yeah, I think there's another mouse man up there, so I probably get more gems after that. So I'm gonna have to come back for this, because I definitely can't do this part here, because these go down way too quickly, and I need the Superfly power-up, and like I was saying, if you use the Superfly power-up and fly into here from outside, you are not going to have it for very long, because it immediately conks out as soon as you get in here. So just watch, I want to show you. Because I did try to cheat the system whenever I used to play this, and it didn't work, because obviously it's not meant to do that. So watch, ready? I have a very full meter, and as soon as I get in here, it starts decreasing like mad. because they don't want you to do this. Wait a minute. I can totally cheat the game. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Apparently I never tried to just go right for that. I just tried to do the actual mission. Am I stupid? Yes. Are there plenty of large, spooky ladybugs here that would terrify me if they were chilling out in real life? Yes. Okay, so I think this is definitely gonna go for like a 25-minute kind of thing then. I wonder if I can actually, if I can't hit this after this one, I'm just gonna go back to the home world, but if I can... Oh boy! So I have to do this in one shot. Is that all the gems? That is all 400 gems! Oh, that feels delicious! Not the word I would usually use, but that's okay. Now, I think this one goes down a lot quicker, so this mission's a little bit more difficult. So if you miss one of the torches, it's kind of... Ick. No, wait. Please. Please. I done it! But does that mean... Am I gonna get teleported back up there, or am I gonna have to make my way up?
Thanks for helping me light the...
What was that? Well, thanks for helping me light the torch, Spyro. Why didn't they just get Tom Kenny to do every single voice in this game? Again, like Samurai Jack. Glimmer complete, my boys and girls. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that, but I'm happy I was able to because I really don't like backtracking in video games, which would kind of make it seem like I wouldn't like a game like this, but it's too goddamn charming to dislike. Okay, I want to know why Moneybags is the deciding factor whether the realm is taken over or not, though. He's a dick. Why did they put a dick in a place of power?
What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gym cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What? Is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
There are 14 talismans.
You'd put that 3D object inside a book and it wouldn't close very easily, but there are little cut open spaces where you can hide the talisman orbs and your alcohol flask for when you don't want your wife to find out you've been drinking again.
Got a little lost.
Spyro's going to help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest.
Well, maybe if you hadn't meddled with the portal, he could have been there sooner.
Convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
The dragon.
You can't even keep track
Please,
of your running
use his
shoes.
full name. It is
How can we
Spyro
track
the dragon. The dragon is his last name. You're on a first name basis now.
If you come across any orbs, they're important too, but I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
If only that was how long it took lunchtime. Speaking of lunchtime, I'm actually pretty hungry. So I think we're gonna end it here. And thank God for autosave, because Crash Bandicoot 1 didn't have that, and I did it. That was a bit of trouble. But anyway, I'm not gonna do anything yet because I don't want to get screwed up when I start collecting. So next time we're going to attack. What was this? Summer Forest. And we're going to be collecting everything here, and then jumping into the or collecting everything we possibly can for now, and then jumping into the next level. So, thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you'll join me next time. So, see you later. Check out that smug-ass life icon. He's like, what up, Crash Bandicoot? My life icon blinks. Yeah.